Well, howdy, happy campers. JT here, and it's another fine day out here in southwest Oklahoma. Well, as always, I'd just like to pass on how to either protect or enhance your Toyota Rav4 Prime. This one is to protect. Plenty of videos out there on how to change the oil, and so this might be a little boring for some of you do-it-yourselfers. But there are a few tips here that I think you might find interesting. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is, how efficient, and how less messy it can be done. Because of course you know I like it easy peasy. So if you are interested, then stay tuned. Yes, and I know before you say it, I know the maintenance schedule says it is recommended to change the oil every 10,000 miles. And you can research it, ask 10 different mechanics, heck, check 20 million YouTube videos. But if you really want to keep the RAV4 Prime, or any vehicle for that matter, to last as long as possible, then change it every 5,000 miles or every 6 months. You don't have to believe me, but I'll put a link down below. All right, you can hear it from AMD. He's a certified Toyota master mechanic. Anyways, I use OEM Toyota oil as that's what Toyota has set to test these vehicles. 5 quarts is 36 bucks for me total, and you can save 10 bucks by getting it at either Walmart or somewhere else, your favorite AutoZone store, whatever, for 10 bucks less. But again, it's up to you. I use that. Nothing wrong with that. After all, it is your vehicle. I plan to have mine reach 300,000 miles. And second reason, I'm making this video so that we shall see in the future, since I drive it about 20,000 miles a year, that equates to about 15 years if I'm going to reach that 300,000 miles. We shall see. Now, you can use car jacks if you want, car ramps like me or not. It's up to you. The ground clearance for me is enough to just get under the RAV4 Prime and get to the cover. Bolts, oil filter and stuff. But I'll show you some tips that you can use in case you don't have any jacks or ramps. If you've never done an oil change before, do it. Don't try it, but just do it. Trying is just an excuse to fail. That's what we say in the Army anyway, or that's why I tell my soldiers in the Army. You either do it or you don't. It's that simple. A lot of reasons for doing it yourself. One, save a lot of money by not having the dealership charge you an arm and leg to do it. Two, making sure that the actual level is correct. Now, here's what happened. I took mine for that 20,000, Toyota maintenance-free oil change, rotate tires and all that, and they overfilled it. Yeah, I checked it. They overfilled it. So, again, it's up to you. Three, yes, you can take it to any quickie shop, lube, whatever they name, 5-minute lube jobs, oil change. I don't recommend that. You never know what these people will put in your vehicle, really. And the last, why I like to do it is the satisfaction of actually accomplishing something by doing it yourself, and you did it right. Always keep in mind, no one will take care of your vehicle better than yourself. Remember that. Keep that in mind. I always like to change my oil on my vehicles. I've been using this for a long time. If you've never heard it, once you use it, you'll never go back and never regret it. Basically, what this does is replaces your standard oil drain plug right here. All right, to show you what's inside. I'm not going to tear it open because I just wanted to show you, and I'm returning this one. There it is right there. Really not much to it. It's really pretty easy. Basically, once you take the bolt off, the drain plug, this goes in there. And how it drains, simple. Basically, all you do is pull the lever up and turn, just like that. Lever up and down, just like that. Easy way to change your oil. Can't go wrong. On here connects your drain so that you can use, this is the same I have on my vehicle. You could take a clear vinyl tubing like this you get from Ace Hardware or Lowe's or anywhere you get. It's a 1/2 inch outside diameter, 3/8 inch inside diameter that fits right in there. Okay, you could cut it to length, just like that, so that you can drain and direct your oil anywhere you want. Easy peasy, and you'll see that in the video. Naturally, the best way to change the oil is, of course, using car ramps. It's a lot easier. Or, of course, you could use jacks if you want. Here, just wanted to show you the different things you can use for changing your oil or getting under your vehicle. You don't really need anything fancy. You can use a creeper here, Harbor Freight special blanket, tarp, even a old carpet. Me, I just use cardboard right here. Ratchet set there. I could use this one here. All right, 10 millimeter socket. Of course, I use this. Take the oil filter off. Originally, this is the oil plug, drain plug that you're going to take off. It is a 14 millimeter. And here, pretty much, you got 10 millimeter bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Real easy to get to, especially if you got it jacked up like this or on the ramp. Take it off real easy. 10 millimeter bolts like this. Just like that. And it comes off. Put that aside. So let me show you here. When you change your oil, that's why it's a lot easier. If you have the easy drain oil plug, all right, once you get off, easier to get to here, real simple, not complicated, not hard. Use this a lot of times and I'll show you the reason why. Plastic tube so you can see. All right, if you don't want to, you don't have to, you could just drain it regular. All right, me, I just like to direct the flow. All right, you can use a drain pan, you can use whatever you want. So here we go, just turn it on and that's how it's done, just like that. Easy peasy. No mess. Right here, nice and simple. Just take the push and down. Just like that. Pretty easy. Alright, of course I'm going to put this oil back in because I just got to changing it. But I just want to show you how easy it is to change it just like that. No mess, no fuss. You can direct it wherever you want. You don't need a special tool if you want to get an oil pan. That's good too. Or you could just put it in the bottle for recycling to take it to AutoZone or wherever they recycle oil. Turn it off. It's that simple, just like that. Alright, so if you put too much, that's a good way to drain it without making a mess. Take that back on there. And it's that easy to take off. Just pull just like that. Like that. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. On there, like that, and we turn her nice and slow. There you go. Getting the pan out ready. It'll come out here pretty soon. There it is. Let's grip a little bit. So much for not making a mess, huh? Luckily we have that drip pan there. prep that oil. Get off. Just put some oil around. Like on my old van and my Tucson I had and my Santa Fe. Sometimes I'm able to take out this seal here. What I do is of course lubricate it with oil, so I want a proper seal. Okay, so all around there. That's what it looks like there. Alright. You want to get all this wiped down. The reason for that, of course, is once you install it, you want to check it for leaks. So you want to get all that oil out of there so you can see whether it's leaking and you didn't tighten it enough. Get it nice and clean at the same time. Clean up all your mess here. Okay, we want to double check. Make sure there's no oil leak there. Alright, everything looks good. Everything looks good there. Okay. I want to check. This is the way I check it. Just to make sure. I take this, nice and dry, and I run it on the bottom. Let me show you how much room there is to get under there without it being jacked up. Just on the ground. I can still get under there with no problem. In case you want to know, I'm 5'8" and 178 pounds. It might be a tight fit for some, but again, no worries. Just use. I'm going to hand tighten it first, just to show you it can be done. Like I said, if it's a tight squeeze for some of you, simply just drive it on top of on your 2x4s or your shelves or your ramp. Or you can even use the sidewalk if you want to. It won't hurt it. Just like that. Take it off. My tool here. Again, I always recommend hand tightening it first so you don't cross-thread it. And you're done, boys and girls. Is that it? Now, will it work? Let's see. I'll get it ready just in case it starts toppling over. Look at that, huh? Whoa, see? That's what happens when you try to be creative. In case you don't have any ramps, these are nothing more than shelving. Okay, it doesn't have to be fancy. I know you got some great spare wood laying around the house. 2x4s will work too. All right, you can use that to elevate it to get under there if you need more clearance. And here, after about 3 hours, it's still up on there with no problem. Again, they're pretty sturdy. You know, you can use wood, this wood, any type of wood, actually. As long as it's compressed tightly, you know, you should have no problem. If you have like shelves, anything like that, you know, any pieces of extra wood, just try it out. See, put it on the car, drive over it, let it rest there for 3 hours to see if it withstands the weight. If it holds up for 3 hours, then you're fine. Here it is, in case some of you want to see it side by side. There it is, about the same height, same length. Just use extra pieces there. Carrying handle here. Here's what it looks like. And because it's wood, It's a lot heavier than this right here. Okay, but it's pretty sturdy. In case you don't have any ramps, these are nothing more than shelving. Okay, it doesn't have to be fancy. I know you got some great spare wood laying around the house. 2x4s will work too. All right, you can use that to elevate it to get under there if you need more clearance. Well, happy campers, that's about it. I hope you find some things in the video informative or something new, or maybe you could pass it on, or if not, leave your comments below if you think it was a waste of time. Other than that, I just want to pass it on. Thank you for watching. In fact, I'm going to make a video at 30,000 miles how to change the transmission and differential fluid. I'm sure it's as easy as changing the oil. Anyway, take care, stay safe, and God bless.